Lollipop Chainsaw's remaster is finally here, and I couldn't be more excited. I missed the game when it first came out in 2012, and now I finally have the chance to play it in higher resolution with some improvements to gameplay, visuals, and the soundtrack. With its release, I wanted to know how it runs on the Steam Deck. So, in this video, I'm going to take a quick look at the game and see if it might be playable on the Steam Deck. If you want to see more videos like this, hit that like and subscribe button, and hit that notification bell to be notified as soon as our next video is uploaded. The game is also recorded on the Steam Deck directly, so your performance may be slightly better than what you're going to see in this video. This is also a first look or impression, so performance further in on the game could be different than what you're going to see here as well. With the game being older, I expected it to run quite well on the Steam Deck, but I was a bit mistaken. I got into the game and frame rate just tanked. I went back to the store page just to take a quick look to make sure the specs were okay, and the game is asking for a minimum GPU of NVIDIA GTX 1060, which is significantly higher than I expected for a game that initially released in 2012. Without changing a thing, outside cutscenes can go down to 8 frames per second, while gameplay will regularly remain under 30 FPS. Inside areas do fare much better, but outside will kill performance. And since there aren't any graphical options to change, we are kind of stuck with how the game looks as is. I did try other Proton layers and the Steam Deck =0 command, but nothing helped or changed. Luckily, there is a way to improve frame rate. By forcing the resolution to 1024x640 in Steam settings, we can get an almost solid 30 frames per second in the outside areas, except for those cutscenes. You can also set it to 800x500 for slightly better performance, averaging around 40 frames per second outside, but it's not going to hit 60, so I say go with the higher resolution for clearer visuals. We're also going to be using FSR to make the game look sharper, and with the comic book aesthetic, it fits really nicely. There are still some slight drops with the lower resolution, 800x500, but the game itself looks really good. When comparing all the resolutions of the game side by side, which is 1280x800, 1024x640, and 800x500, we are not going to see a huge difference, especially on the smaller screen thanks to FSR, and because of the comic book aesthetic, it still looks fantastic. Of all the upscalers available in SteamOS, I recommend using FSR since the only other one that would upscale correctly, NIS, does make the game look brighter. Overall, I would say it's playable, but be wary. You need to force the lower resolution for better performance, and while it does work with FSR, there may be some intense scenes further in the game or unfixable cutscenes, like the opening one where you're going to ride through zombies on your bike, that are going to still tank the game. But 30 FPS can be hit with 1024x640, and 40 FPS does seem possible with 800x500, so I would consider it playable with compromises. I did expect a little bit better from the game. Again, it initially released in 2012, but at least we can play it on modern consoles with some improvements. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this short video, hit that like and subscribe button, and hit that notification bell to be notified as soon as our next video goes live. And a big thank you to all our Patreon subs. You guys are awesome. See you guys next time.